Hello dear viewers, and welcome back to our channel. We are excited to bring you today's detailed update, where we explore the evolving controversy surrounding King Charles and the persistent issues linked to his brother, Prince Andrew. As the king gears up for a significant state visit in the coming months, the shadow of his brother's scandals looms large, and recent events have made it increasingly difficult to ignore the problem any longer. In today's video, we will examine how long-standing family discord, political pressure, and public outcry have converged to force King Charles into rethinking a major decision he took in 2022. We'll also explore the political dynamics at play, especially the role of influential figures like Angela Rayner, the Deputy Prime Minister of the UK, whose uncompromising stance on the issue is adding fuel to the fire. Before we dive into the intricacies of this controversy, please take a moment to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and share your views in the comments below. Your engagement and insights are invaluable as we continue to bring you comprehensive and thoughtful royal updates. King Charles has long been seen as a steady, stabilizing force within the monarchy, but even the most seasoned leaders can be forced to reassess their decisions when confronted with persistent scandals. In 2022, the king took a bold step, a decision that at the time was seen as a necessary measure for managing the tumultuous fallout from various controversies. However, recent events have now forced the monarch to reconsider that step in light of ongoing problems associated with his brother, Prince Andrew. Prince Andrew, whose involvement in scandals is hardly new to the public, has once again made headlines with his latest missteps. Although his controversial links to the late Jeffrey Epstein have been a source of shame for years, his continued association with unsavory figures and repeated failures to cut ties completely have reopened old wounds and sparked new debates. The question now on everyone's lips is, how far will King Charles go to protect his brother, especially when reports suggest that the two do not see eye to eye? This dilemma has reached a boiling point as influential political figures have stepped into the fray. Angela Rayner, the Deputy Prime Minister of the UK, has been particularly vocal on the issue. According to reports from The Times and corroborated by insider sources, Angela Rayner has actively worked to prevent Prince Andrew from remaining eligible for certain key roles within the monarchy. Her stance is clear. She believes that keeping Andrew on as a counselor of state, despite his notorious links to Jeffrey Epstein, represents a huge problem that cannot be ignored. Angela Rayner's objections are rooted in her strong working-class perspective, a view that resonates deeply with many across the country. In her own words, as reported by The Times, she expressed that the government needed to take decisive action regarding Prince Andrew's status. With unwavering conviction, she declared, "I'm not going to vote to keep that pedophile on. I can't go back to my constituency and say, yeah, I support that." This statement has sent shockwaves through political and royal circles alike, as it underscores the urgency with which some in government believe the issue must be addressed. The reaction from the palace was to propose a non-confrontational fix. By adding Princess Anne and Prince Edward to the roster of counselors of state, the role would be structured in such a way that it would never fall to Prince Andrew. Although this solution might seem like an elegant compromise on the surface, it has done little to alleviate the concerns of critics like Angela Rayner. For her, and for many others, the underlying problem remains unsolved. Voting for new members under the current system would inadvertently endorse the continued presence of those already tainted by scandal, thereby failing to deliver the accountability that the public demands. Adding to the complexity of the situation is the fact that Prince Andrew has been caught in yet another controversy regarding his handling of his links with Epstein. Despite earlier claims that he had severed contact in 2010, it has emerged that he may have maintained friendly communications far beyond that date. This revelation has only deepened the mistrust among both the public and members of the government, and it casts an even darker shadow over any attempts by the monarchy to downplay his involvement. For King Charles, who has spent much of his reign attempting to manage and contain the fallout from various family scandals, these latest developments present a significant challenge. The prospect of the UK Parliament stirring chaos during his reign is now more real than ever. With mounting pressure from political figures like Angela Rayner and growing public discontent, the king may soon be forced to take strict and definitive action to distance the monarchy from his brother's continuing misdeeds. The current controversy surrounding Prince Andrew is not an isolated incident in the annals of royal history. Throughout the centuries, the British monarchy has grappled with internal scandals and familial strife, often with far-reaching consequences for the institution's public image. Yet the modern era brings with it a heightened level of scrutiny, where every misstep is amplified by the media and held up for public judgment. King Charles's dilemma is emblematic of this modern challenge. Balancing family loyalty with the demands of public accountability is a delicate task, one that is increasingly complicated by the rapid dissemination of information in today's digital age. On one hand, the king has a duty to protect and support his family, a duty that has historically been the backbone of the monarchy. On the other hand, he must also ensure that the institution remains credible and respected in the eyes of the public and the government. Angela Rayner's forthright criticisms reflect a growing sentiment among the British populace that the monarchy must evolve and adapt to contemporary standards of transparency and accountability. Her insistence that the government address the issue head-on, even offering cross-party support, signals a potential shift in the relationship between the royal family and the political establishment. It underscores the idea that the monarchy can no longer rely solely on tradition and familial loyalty to justify its actions, when those actions conflict with modern ethical standards. The palace's attempt to sidestep the controversy by restructuring the role of Counselor of State by adding Princess Anne and Prince Edward represents a classic royal maneuver to avoid direct confrontation. However, this workaround has not satisfied critics, who argue that it does nothing to confront the root of the problem. In an era where public trust is hard-won and easily lost, such non-confrontational fixes may be seen as inadequate responses to deeply entrenched issues. The unfolding saga of Prince Andrew's controversies and the subsequent political pressure on King Charles could have far-reaching implications for the future of the British monarchy. As the king navigates these turbulent waters, he is confronted with a choice: either take bold, decisive action to sever ties with his brother's scandalous legacy, or risk further erosion of public trust and political support. The pressure from figures like Angela Rayner and the broader public sentiment she represents may well force the monarchy into a new era of accountability. In this potential future, the king might be compelled to implement reforms that not only address the immediate issue of Prince Andrew's continued involvement in state matters, but also set a precedent for how the institution handles scandals in the future. Such reforms could include stricter criteria for holding positions of influence within the royal household, ensuring that individuals with problematic histories are unequivocally removed from any role that might tarnish the monarchy's image. Moreover, the resolution of this controversy could serve as a litmus test for the monarchy's ability to adapt to the demands of modern governance and public ethics. The decisions made in the coming months will likely resonate far beyond the immediate circle of the royal family, influencing public opinion, governmental policy, and even the very structure of the institution itself. For King Charles, this is not merely a matter of managing a family crisis. It is a pivotal moment that could define the trajectory of his reign and the future legacy of the British monarchy. Now, we want to hear from you, our valued viewers. What are your thoughts on the latest developments surrounding King Charles and the ongoing controversies involving Prince Andrew? Do you believe that the current approach of restructuring the Counselor of State role is sufficient? Or should the king take more stringent action to distance the monarchy from his brother's scandals? How do you think the involvement of political figures like Angela Rayner will shape the future of the institution? Please share your opinions, insights, and any additional thoughts in the comments below. We truly value your feedback and love engaging in these important discussions with our community. If you found today's in-depth update insightful and thought-provoking, please be sure to hit the like button, subscribe to our channel, and click the notification bell so you never miss another comprehensive royal update. Your support means everything to us, and we are committed to bringing you the most detailed and engaging content from the ever-evolving world of the royals. Thank you so much for joining us for today's extensive exploration into the evolving controversy surrounding King Charles and Prince Andrew. We hope our deep dive into this multifaceted issue has provided you with a clearer understanding of the challenges facing the monarchy and the pressures that may force significant changes in the near future. Please remember to like, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments below. We look forward to reading your perspectives and engaging in further discussion. We'll be back soon with more detailed royal updates and insightful analyses. Until then, take care and stay tuned for our next video.